I'm Seba with WildCard BellyDance, and today we're continuing on with our instructional YouTube series. Thanks for all your comments and feedback. They've really been helpful, and I think you're going to enjoy today's segment. Today we're going to be focusing on the 3/4 shimmy, also known as the walking shimmy. There are so many different kinds of shimmy in the belly dance world. Everyone has their own stylization, their own shimmy that they love to showcase in their format. We love the walking shimmy. Think about how big you can make your hips. That's something else that we love within our format, is big hips. Sometimes I look at other dancers, I'm like, are they shimmying? Are they not shimmying? I want people to be aware that the shimmy is happening on my hips when it's happening. So big, crisp hips. Our shimmy is coming from our knees. I know there's a lot of other ways to shimmy. You can shimmy with your glutes. Our shimmy is driven by our knees. So it's important that you're keeping your knees soft the entire time. Because if you start locking out your legs, your hips aren't going to be going up and down at all. So we're going to start by thinking about the beat of the music. You want to think about, with every beat of the music is where you're going to be ending your shimmy by stepping on the downbeat. So let's start by just single hip shimmies on the up. So think about your tribal posture. Your feet are flat for right now. Your knees are going to be soft. Remember that pelvis is released to neutral. So you want to think about, we're going to be stepping on the downbeat, but every time you step down, the hip is going to come up. Keep both your knees soft the entire time. When you're stepping down and that hip comes up, your knee is still bent. You're never going to be doing this straight leg. It's always going to be with soft knees. So let's think about the single hip shimmies on the up. Every time your right foot's going to step down, your right hip's going to come up. But remember, both knees are going to be soft the entire time. Stepping on that left foot, the left hip is going to come up. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. That's the beat of the music. Let's try walking forward with it. Just the single hip shimmies on the up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the basic beginning of the shimmy. So now we're going to layer the other parts on top of that. So remember, if you start to get lost, go back to that single hip shimmy, and that's going to be where your starting point is at. Just the single hip shimmies. Remember, as your foot steps down, your hip's going to come up. So now that we're thinking about that stepping down is the downbeat, it's the 1. So we're going to think about what happens to the and parts of it. So the and I'm going to start thinking about this other hip. We're going to have the left hip go down, up, and then we're going to step on the right foot, and our right hip's going to come up. That's the and part. So it goes down, up, step, down, up, step, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. You can also think of it as a down, up, step, 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 down, up, step. So now that we have the base mechanics of the shimmy down, we're going to think about the other aspects that are going on. For a shimmy, you're going to be on the balls of your feet. So you don't have to be on your Vegas stiletto high heels while doing the shimmy. The balls of your feet all the way up here. You can be wearing your kitten heels. You just want to make sure your heel is off the floor, that you're not flat-footed. So your heel can be just slightly off the floor. Also, you want to isolate what's happening. You want all the action to be on the hips, so keep this top part quiet. You don't want any swaying going on up top. You could think about wanting to be able to balance something on top of your head without your head swaying around. So let's try it at full time. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. So the last little bit is where your arms are going to be. They're up here in position 2, up on the shelf. You can even think about your hands being raised up a little bit off the shelf. You will be playing your finger cymbals. Your hands will be moving around the weight of your zills. So your arms are going to be up here. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So things you can do with the 3/4 shimmy, obviously you can walk forward, you can walk backwards, you can also turn it in a circle, which will look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the shimmy looks great on its own, or you can layer it on other moves. We're going to be layering it on Turkish a little later on. So have a great day. See you at the festivals.